Ah, hello there, traveler, and welcome back to the world of Kymaticus, where through the roles we play, we spin our tale. This is our original D&D 5e session here on Forward in the Saves. I'm Alexander, your weaver of tales, and as always, I am joined by my companions. Tyler, John, Cassie, Viper, and Dylan. So, hang up your cloak, grab a drink, and kick back as we dive into this chapter of Kymaticus.
Ow!
Meow. So
All right. So, where we last left off. Hoplites, you walked into the chambers of the sickly king, Alistair Drydell, who has been bedridden for some time. You went to figure out why, see what to do, possibly end his life. You're not sure. But when you opened the door and you walked in, someone had already just made that decision for you.
Someone beat us to the punch.
You saw a feline humanoid tabaxi, not native to H.O.P.L.I.T.E, very rare to find around here, with her scimitar embedded into the chest of the now deceased Alistair Drydell. It got hectic for just a second before she began a spell to bring him back. And she did. Alistair Drydell, who has not been himself for around about 20 years now, is now back. With that, Alistair Drydell II, Drydell Jr., treated the hoplites and your newfound ally, Eclipse, to a feast, whatever you wanted, gifted you 5,000 gold as a reward, and rooms to stay in the night. Eldon, you opted to go back home to your wife and your newborn baby, and you all rested. And Eclipse, you were visited in a dream by a man named Var, who claims to be Rona's sister.
we're going to have a whole conversation.
So, with that, everyone is long rested. You feel a lot better today, Eclipse.
Like
But
a whole new cat.
you wake up, and I'm going to go ahead and start with Eldon. Eldon, you wake up to Bessie next to you, holding her little baby boy. And just that picture-perfect, great moment of being home, having a family, and it feels nice. So, what do you wish to do today?
I'll contact the party, let them know that everything's fine, nothing's happened over the night,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll ask, since I'm away, but I'm close to a lot of the major magic cities, if there's any type of supplies we might need for the coming days.
All right. When they're up and about, they'll give you their list. We already talked about it off camera.
Had to work it in somehow.
Had to work it in. You have it.
All right. I will go to the mom and pop shop.
All right.
As was discovered a couple of, well, yesterday, technically.
You you head out there, and
Just wait.
when you walk into the mom and pop shop, you see the two that you saw before. Paul is at the counter. As you walk in, he looks up. Same Paul that you first met. He looks up. Oh, H.O.P.L.I.T.E, come in. Good morning. How are you?
I'm dandy. How are you?
Great. Now, we actually got a lot of business from your little stunt you pulled the other day. So, thank you.
I'm saying I'm back for some more PR and some shopping.
Well, have about it. Let me know if you need anything.
Yes, actually, my fellow party members gave me a very varietied list.
Oh boy,
A lot of diamonds.
diamonds. We do have diamonds.
I need 4 1,000 gold worth diamonds, 4,000 gold worth of gems, 2 300 gold piece diamonds, 2 500 gold piece diamonds, and possibly any other healing potions you have left. I know that's a lot, but I wanted to come to you guys first. And Eldon actually has a little note card that he's reading off the list of.
Can I just have that?
Yeah.
I'll be back. He walks to the back. Margaret! And he begins to fetch what he can on your shopping list. Back up in Kalesh. Hector and Rona. Two of you wake up. Empty bottle of whiskey by the bed. But
Massive
By
hangover.
my but no. Professional alcoholics only, please.
what do you
Alcohol connoisseurs.
As Rena's like kind of waking up, she's gonna roll over.
Mm-hmm.
I have a really dumb idea. It's actually pretty brilliant, but I'm gonna run it by you.
Hit me. Not literally.
So we have to at some time go to this island that Vaughn needs us to go to, right? But us versus water every time has ended poorly. Statistically, every time. So what if instead of sailing, we flew?
Like on Icarus?
Like in an airship.
It's a tool.
The Vatul. That's right. And then my people have tons of those crystals that we were mining at one point. I don't know if it's smarter to try to get those to Thagrin or if we need to get Thagrin to them. I haven't figured that part out yet, but I don't know. Do you think it would work?
Well, it's worth a shot. I think it's not just the crystals, right? I mean, they need like wood and like ships.
The two of you do remember that when you came back from your infiltration in the Carveron and you talked with Shanga, he seemed to have extensive knowledge on how they worked out all of that.
So
And you might know how. He would be a lot easier to disguise than a giant blue four-armed.
but we still need the two. Well, I guess we could get the Vatul working on building the boat, and then a Shango working on the crystals themselves.
Right, if we could get the Vatul to like, if we could get him to like draw a diagram, and since the Shangan he has a good idea how it works, then he can supervise. With the blueprints and him both doing it, I'm sure we could probably make something. But we would need a boat, a ship, and a crew.
We know a couple captains.
I
Currently,
would
Carveron
really
does have your ship, the one they captured.
The 250.
Yep.
Oh, they still have the ship two.
They still have the ship. They let the prisoners go.
Yeah, they let the
You said
prisoners
give
go,
us
but they kept the
But
ship.
they kept the ship.
yeah.
They kept the ship and the crystals.
Oh, I forgot that they had kept the ship.
You know who we should ask to be our captain? Fredrickson Jr.
Oh.
He was a good
Do you think-
captain,
He was a good captain.
and he needs experience.
He does.
Hector,
But
by
the
the way,
type
does
of-
not, he doesn't know the whole Warren thing. Just throwing it out there. He doesn't know.
Wait, at all?
No, he doesn't know that. Like, that was kind of the big thing I remember about him, is that he doesn't know that, like, whatever.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry.
He doesn't know that.
One more
He doesn't
time.
know that drama that happened. He doesn't know that drama that happened. Like, he was completely. He took himself out of the situation because, like, when he saw Warren, Frederick and Jr. all like angry and like, you know, like crossed armed and like serious face, he thought that he was just practicing what he told him to do to be a good captain and a good leader.
So you don't know of any of the drama that went down between Eldon and him.
and
Eldon.
You know
Yeah,
that.
so I don't-
Gotcha.
Yeah, I just see him as an up and coming captain that could use a chance, good opportunity.
I was like, run that by me one more time. What we think happened? I was like, you.
Yeah, he doesn't understand the drama that happened with Eldon because he wasn't paying attention. Not paying attention, he wasn't there. He wasn't involved, so he doesn't know.
Did we not explain that though when we found Fredrickson Sr.?
Not to me.
Nope. I
He
No,
he talked to him on his own.
explained I met Alan on the way there, and I told him a rough location to find him. And then Warren went, I'm gonna go find him, deuces, and dipped out. And they probably have met up. Someone has sending. But I mean,
someone needs to ask.
hell's no, I ain't asking.
All right.
I don't want that.
Anyways, sorry to derail.
Anyway,
But either
Well-
him or the crew that we fought Orion with, because they are very good at what they do.
true.
They're good at sailing specialty ships.
What about Turles' sister?
Good work too.
And here's why.
He's good.
Here's why. It's yes, I would love to see Saren again, but it's not just that. I think Fredrickson does need experience, but I don't know how much time he's actually going to get with an airship after he works with us, you know? And
It's not a good, we need someone who's already experienced. We don't want to put them. They would be hitting the ground sprinting in that situation.
right. And I think the crew we sailed with to fight Orion is a good choice, but he definitely looked like he was done, you know? After that whole thing, he had settled his vengeance or whatever, but Turles' sister is, I think, just crazy enough.
Pull it off. She doesn't have any ties to any other countries, so we don't have to worry about any. Right. Good work. Well, there's Queen Rona.
So, as you guys wake up and discuss this, Eclipse. In the dream, before you wake up,
Which one?
the one you had last night,
Like which
when,
half?
when Var visited you.
Okay.
Oh, so before he left. He would have said this before he left and gave you the good dream.
Okay. Okay.
In the dream, before he would have left, Var said, there's something that Rona has that used to be his that would probably be very useful. And you wake up fully rested and you start your day. What do you do?
Kind of just like look around and realize, I'm in a room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay.
And you got a pile of gold next to you.
And yeah, I accidentally hit the gold and I go, oh, no, you don't. No, you do. I'm like closing it back up and like as tightly as possible, shoving it into my backpack, like right in the middle to where if someone cuts it, it won't fall out, but like I can get to it.
Gotcha.
I like clutch my amulet real quick and I'm like, okay, that's still there. And I just look around and I go, oh, and immediately start getting dressed.
Okay.
Like very quickly.
You begin to get dressed, and for the sake of how things would fit, your 5,000 gold would have been given to you in the form of 500 platinum. So doesn't currency stays the same. It's just easier to carry.
It's just easier to carry.
But yeah, so takes you a couple minutes, fully suited up.
And I like walk out of I make my bed for the part that I kind of slept in.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to clean everything up and I make my way as much as I can remember back down to where the food was.
Okay, you head out. No one in the hallway. You begin to head down towards the dining hall. When you are on your way down, you do walk past Dryadel Jr., who seems to be on his way up to check maybe on his father.
Oh, that's probably a good idea.
As he passes by you, good morning, Eclipse. Are you well? Sleep good?
I bow to him and I go, I feel much better
Good.
than I
I'm-
did last night.
I'm on my way to check on my father now. We had someone kind of stay with him throughout the night, and yeah, everything's fine.
I could accompany you if you so wish.
Let me see how he's doing first. If you want, the dining hall has breakfast and everything for the
My-
inhabitants of the castle. So
My ears perk up and I go, that fish last night was delicious. It's been a while.
I don't know if we have fish in there right now, but
I'll take anything.
yeah, you know where it's at.
Thank you.
So thank you. I'll let you know if we need anything.
She quickly bows and like pulls her hood back up. And ears
All right. Ears just gonna poke through, and you head on to the dining hall. And oh yeah, it's like a whole bunch of breakfast foods and sausages and toast, toasted in 10 different ways. And so
If there's any young individuals, I help them get their food and then I grab mine and
okay.
sit down and eat.
But yeah, you kind of stay around there for right now. Circius.
Does he wake up with Kato staring at him?
No.
No.
Or grabbing his ankle from under the bed.
From the bed.
It's time.
Circius, you wake up with Kato staring at you.
You forgot to check under the bed.
No, Circius, you do wake up.
It was the wardrobe.
Long rested and everything, and quiet. No one in your room. No signs of forced entry.
No.
An actual quiet night for the Hoplites. So what do you do?
Would there have been any like particular clothing I would have worn around the castle when I lived there?
You go through
Like
your stuff,
as-
which you left, or you were exiled, so to speak. Only like under 2 years ago. So all the clothes that are in there still fit you. It was your room. You have kind of more noble robes they would wear. You would kind of bounce between that and straight up kind of like fisherman's gear because you spend a lot of time on the shore, maybe on a boat a little bit out. But yeah, you find some stuff. What would you like to wear?
Circius is gonna put on a noble.
All right.
Gear.
You do that, and it's kind of long, flowy. It's very elegant. You walk out. What are you doing today? Or what are you doing first, rather?
Well, first, he wants to find Alistair, but yeah, he would probably start by checking on his father's room and seeing if he had been there.
You begin to head that way. Chihuahuas.
He's so quiet all the time, except
When the
for when
cameras click
he's the camera's on. Yeah.
So, you begin to head that way. After you pass through a couple of halls as you're heading up in the castle, you do run into your brother. Oh,
How's it? Good to see you.
Circius. Good morning. I was going to check on Father if you want to join.
Yeah, of course. How have you heard how he is today?
I heard he slept well, slept better, not as wheezy, but I don't know. I haven't seen him yet, so let's go. And then he walks with you through the halls, and you make it to the door, and you push it open, and instead of the dark and dank room that it was yesterday, you walk into your adopted father, King Alistair Drydell. For the first time you've seen in a long time, standing, walking around his room, still looking a little sickly, but definitely better. The windows are open, and he looks like he's looking out at the window like as a child at this moment. He turns, sees you two. Circius. Alistair. I feel so much better. He looks out the window. I haven't been able to get a glimpse of the ocean for some time, being bedridden. I still shuffle right now as I walk, but I feel myself growing stronger. I think in a week I'll be right as rain. So, there are some things to discuss. Some things you need to know. Circius, close the door. Come in, please. I would like to tell you two first, before anyone else finds out. In my time being, I think controlled would be the word. I remember everything. It feels like a dream that you just vividly remember, but I remember every instance. A part of me lost within my body, lost within my mind, but I remember. And this parallax, whoever he is, whatever he wants, I'm not sure what his end goal is, but for the past near 20 years, I was puppeteered into orchestrating these missions out to Ilimsara to search the hellscape, the remnants of the falling. He's looking for something spherical in nature. He's looking for something that he believes the old emperor once possessed. And if the stories are true, it could create anything instantly. There were legends stated that cities were built in days in old Ilimsara. And if it's true and this object does exist, no one person should hold that power, no matter who you are. I wouldn't even trust the gods. But, to my knowledge, every vessel that has returned empty-handed. Ilimsara is a massive continent, and 90% of it is a hellscape. Of what we have searched, we have not found it. So I can at least tell you that. Whether it is over there, I don't know. But this parallax is looking for it. And I don't know why. But
Father,
go ahead, Circius.
no, if you had something else to say, go ahead and say it, because this is like gonna be my spiel where I confirm it to him.
Okay. But I don't know. It's also possible he used me just to get men over there to look. He might have already retrieved it. Outside of that, I had to keep quiet. I wasn't allowed to do anything. I was trapped in my own body, you see, for years. But now I feel ready to take it all on again. So that's as far as it goes for this parallax. It's the number one thing I was used for. We did also position and move around a lot of our naval fleets. Not sure to what end with that reasoning, but we stopped placing them in the south as much. I don't know why.
Father, there's so much you have missed, so much you have not been a part of. But I believe things need to go back to order. Right now, I think in best hands we'd be is with Alistair, and I think he'd do a fine job. There's a lot of things you don't know that he does. Like, for one, I will say that spear is real. And I hope that one day you'll trust someone with it, that someone being me. You see, this on my hand is a piece of that spear. And at one point, I was able to control it. I'm working back towards that, but I have a lot of my own issues to deal with as well, so I'm currently not able to. It is in the east. It is found over there. This shard itself was over there. Me and my group are set to head that way as soon as we possibly can. And we're searching for the rest of it as well. But I don't believe Parallax is looking for it anymore. He's looking for these other items. And I'm going to pull out the junction and show that to him. He's searching for these at the moment. And he's gained a lot of ground. He's gotten many of them. I'm hoping we can stop him in time before he gets them all. Luckily, we do have one of our own, so we're assured he does not have all 7 as long as I have this. And I'm putting it back up.
Right. I don't understand everything, but it is your choice. You have a good point. I have been out of commission for some time. If you feel that Alistair is a better choice, that's fine. If you would rather have me, that is also acceptable. Either way, I'm getting out of here soon. I need to sail again. Need to feel again.
Of course. But, Father, that's not my decision to make. I just wanted to suggest it. But I think Alistair having you by his side would be a great force. And of course, this is all up to you and Alistair, not me. I just wanted to put that out there.
He looks to his son. Your first decision as king. Do you want to stay king? Alistair kind of just... I took it because you were bedridden. I didn't know. We needed leadership, and he interrupts. You did the right thing. And now, it is time for you to make a decision. Let me think on it a while. It is good that you're up and doing well, though, Father. Let's go for a walk. He goes over to the cane. It's more like a walking staff. Circius, you've seen this before. This was his war staff. He carried this with him when he would hop on fleets of ships, and this was kind of like the Kalash way of kind of rallying your troops. You know that the interior of this staff is hollow, and kind of helps make a loud noise when you bang it on the deck of a ship. But he walks over to you with this war staff, kind of bangs it a couple times. It is loud. I missed it. I missed it so much. Get me on a ship. He begins to just kind of walk out of the room. Still
look at Alistair.
Somewhat slow, by the way, just so you know. He's not 100%, but he's pushing his 50% he's got.
Yeah.
But you look at your adopted brother.
That's him. He's back. So it's good to
I
see that.
didn't expect that much energy. He is back. All right. I don't know if I want to be king.
Alistair, I'm sure you do fine. It's all about the knowledge right now. And,
No one respects
but that
me
is your
yet.
decision.
They always say, oh, he's going to be a good king one day. He's going to be a good king one day. But really, what do they know about me? I don't know as much as I think they would like to. But, oh well.
Make them know you, Alistair. So all you have to do is show them what kind of king you'll be. And then he's going to start following Drydo.
When you turn to kind of follow your dad, standing in the hall blocking your way is Kato Kavana.
Ah, there it is.
There it is.
Yay!
He was staring down at you from the hallway.
Fight!
Kato,
get up.
Kato stands, arms behind his back. Circius?
Kato, I want to make a warm introduction, but I know that's not what you want. How about some clarification?
How about
Walk
some
with us.
clarification? Sure. He turns to walk with you. Alistair stays close behind you. But really, this is the three of you keeping up with the former King Drydell.
We have to keep up with him, and he just
Yeah.
got resurrected? That's insane.
He's a lot of energy. Like watching 20 years fade away, he's ready to get out there. So he is on his way. You and Kato are walking side by side. What do you say?
Kato, I'm truly sorry for what happened. I claim responsibility, I claim fault, but it wasn't actually what I did, but it's a reaction from what an outside power did. You see, King Drydell's walking great now, isn't he? To have been bedridden for the past few years. Wouldn't you say?
think that's undeniable, yes.
Well, I'm gonna look back at Alistair and just kind of do a like grim, and then turn back and start telling Kato like everything. It's like, sorry, I'm gonna tell him. Last night, Alistair and my group were headed to confront an imposter, Drydell. Drydell was not himself, it was another being in his body. Ever since I was 5, that being has been there. And it kept a watch over me and kept my powers from working. Until the time was right where I took down the capital support wall and killed everyone in the room. My powers were locked until the perfect moment by that being. And last night, when we went to go confront it, we found him stabbed in the chest. Killed. But a angel is the best way I could put it. Eclipse came in and brought him back. Put together his soul again. And he's gaining his strength minute by minute. I just want you to know that I'm doing what I can to turn everything back right. You may never forgive me, but that's okay. I know that something else happened, and I just hope that you know it as well.
See like this look of contemplation for a moment. And Kato, you know what? Roll me an insight check.
Okay.
Bum, bum, bum.
That's a 23.
Oh.
Kato
Into
looks
his
like
soul.
he's contemplating kind of saying something. But his facial expression leads you to believe that he decides to go ahead and say it. He's contemplating something. You're not sure. But a slight grin comes across his face. All right. There is a lot that you have done that cannot be undone. A family that we'll never see again because of you. Or, as you'd say, because of who held you back. But let's pretend just for a moment that you are telling the truth in its entirety, then yes. If you are telling the truth, then yes. Circius, I will forgive you, but you are wasting not only your breath, but your precious time. Because you cannot turn any of it back. You cannot undo what has been done. It doesn't mean that we are friends. It does not mean that we need to talk any more than we already do, but if you feel that this void in your heart is something that you cannot get past, and you have this desire, this need to fix things, then I will give that to you. He almost says it through gritted teeth. He looks to you. He gives you a pat. He gives you a pat on the shoulder. First time Kato's shown anything to you before.
Nah.
He looks to you. Good job. Now that you're back home, I'll see you around more. Circius.
Look, I know I'm wasting my breath and time, but I have to say it either way. It's not something I could just let go. I'm not going to ignore you, Kato. I hope that things could be better, but That's on your terms, not mine.
He kind of,
And
he was walking away. He bows his head for a second. Circius. I lost it again. You got it? Oh, no.
I'm
The
good.
song
The
has
music
just
No,
stopped.
yeah.
Because I was sitting there and I was like, I can hear
Still got
static. Never lost it.
All right, hold on.
There's a
Sorry.
bomb laptop.
I keep.
Dun,
Leaning.
dun, dun.
We're still
Dun, dun,
figuring
dun,
out
dun, dun.
setup and layout for this whole new
Well, to be honest, we
thing.
haven't had to do 3 people with this table before.
Yeah, we
Besides
have
Dylan.
the very
Yeah, you
first
have.
time. Yeah.
Besides
Oh, yeah,
Dylan.
So, yeah, he edited that.
He
in
saved it. He
himself, like,
saved
the
it.
Last minute. Yeah, just barely. Almost.
All right.
Just barely.
Wow.
Okay, I'm good. I'm
So,
good.
he bows his head. Circius. You really do want to fix it, don't you?
as much as I possibly can, yes. But I'll never be able to bring anyone back. I just want to show that I care.
All right. He kind of walks up to you. What would you have me do?
Nothing. You owe me nothing. I just want to know that you know the truth. And I hold nothing against you for all the hate you have probably held for me. I hold nothing against you for Killmonger. I won't mention that to anyone. Now, the rest of my group, I'll try and tell them to hush, but you have had every right to hate me. But I just want to make sure you know. That's all I cared about. I know I'm not going to be able to fix it.
All right. What are your plans today, Circius?
Today, I'm just following Father, seeing how he's doing and talking about our future and the plans that we need to make to face this enemy. And then seeing what my group needs to do. Going back and making sure that they have everything they need. Those are my plans for the day.
Tonight, why don't you and I have a drink? You can
I'd
pick
like
what it is. Go out, sit on the pier or something. Just talk.
I'll send word when I know if I'm still here. I'm pretty sure I will be, but we'll make it happen.
See you around. You nod. Heads off. As you look up, your dad is gone. He's just. You see Alistair Jr.'s like, Circius, come on! He's moving. And you
He's already
you
boarded.
quickly catch up. He's already walking down the dock. And
He has left the building.
at every step, he's just clanging the war staff.
Oh, yeah.
And the way it echoes, it's like a little haunting. You haven't heard it since the war, but actually, yeah,
20 years to make up.
it's been a while. But
Is it like an Aztec death whistle type of noise?
oh god,
Yeah.
Oh,
That was the first thing that came to mind. Something to really get somebody's attention is death whistle in their ear.
no,
I
it's
would not go to war for that.
it's more like it's the closest
Kill
you think a wooden staff can sound like to a sword clashing.
Okay.
It sounds unique, but intimidating too. If there's a whole bunch of them, yeah, yeah. But he makes his way over to this ship, and you can see that all the dock hands, all the crew, and whatever vessel this is that he's walking onto, just astonished that he's back up and moving. He shouts out to ready to sail. One guy says, "Where?" He goes over to the helm. He says, "I don't know, but we're going." And Circius, you and Alistair kind of hop on just for a little bit of a ride, really. Within moments, the ship will take off, and you guys are sailing. So, back over here. Hold on.
Yeah, it's me.
You get the 4,000 in gems. You get 3 1,000 gold worth diamonds. You get the 2 300 and the 2 500. He comes back with a crate just for you. We're just out of diamonds, but if you come back later this week, we're working on your armor too. If you come back later this week, we'll have that ready and another diamond.
Nice.
Okay, good. Didn't want to lose the H.O.P.L.I.T.E as a customer. Oh, we a nightmare. Anyways, anything else?
You said you didn't have any more healing potions, right?
Oh, healing potions. Yes. After you left, I went out and I bought some to upsell. So I
Hey man,
They're
I respect
At least
the
he's
hustle.
honest.
I respect the hustle out here, man.
So he leans down under the counter, pulls up a couple little boxes of healing potions. I have 8 common healing potions. Your basics. 50 gold apiece, but for you, I'll make it 40. I have 4. The road of greater healings. But 4 superior healings. 300 apiece. And over here, pulls up the last box. 4 supreme healing potions. 500 apiece.
Oh my god.
Do some math real quick.
You adding them all together?
Yeah, because I was.
Yeah.
2,000. How many did I say for superior?
You have 4. So
4 at 300. Did I say? 300. So that's 3,200. And then 40 times 8.
It's 32. If you just do 4, so 320.
Okay. So 3,520 gold for all of it.
That includes the bougie.
Mm-hmm.
All of
Okay.
it.
That's
Okay.
literally
Okay,
every
thank you.
healing
Oh no, the
potion.
3,520 is just all the healing potions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, that's not counting the diamonds we get.
You buy it all.
Yeah.
I hope I did my math right, or it's really embarrassing because it's going to be on YouTube.
I did the math as well.
I was
yeah,
right?
he double
Okay.
checked it. Yeah.
All right.
Because I had
And
to, I
if
had to
you
make sure
weren't-
myself.
Hero discount.
Yeah. Yeah, heroes.
Unless it was
Or
upcharged.
upcharge. Who knows?
Then it comes in a bag.
Yeah.
I'm sure you want this to come from your budget.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So,
I
He
love
gets
you.
11,220 gold from Rona's share.
oh,
So you have, as opposed to 75,000, you have 63,700.
It's okay. Most of that's gonna cover it anyway.
Yeah.
he's just like, Margaret, we're having dinner tonight
Oh, you want dinner
at the
too?
fancy restaurant.
Oh, you want dinner too?
Yes.
Let me call the Moonlight and I'll.
12-course meal.
Um.
Lobster for half of it.
So,
You just made this woman's night. Well
yeah.
done.
Oh, she's
anything else, H.O.P.L.I.T.E?
gonna come back. She's gonna be in a nice gown.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do another PR thing for you. Get even some more business. Hold on. Put all the crates in my hands and I'll just kind of like grab two.
He puts the superior at the supreme at the bottom, and the superior.
Oh,
and
thank
then
God.
And the healing at the top, and you got him.
Bag of gemstones.
Can you get the
on.
door, please?
Yes,
Please, Paul.
because the door opens it up. You walk out.
Man, thank you so much for your inventory. The hoplites will surely appreciate this, as this is worth the 12,000 gold we just spent.
Anything for the H.O.P.L.I.T.E.S. Anything.
Hoplite sponsored.
You're walking away. And it's like this one little boy. It's just like, you're not a hoplite.
Excuse you. I killed Javisarian. I've died 4 times. I'm definitely a hoplite.
Everyone heard about it. It was a giant that killed him.
I was there with them.
No,
Do
you
Yeah, I was.
prove it.
I'll set the crates down and pull out a
Oh my
red
God,
dragon
you're
scale.
gonna get
Yeah.
mugged.
I hope someone mugs me. I
You can
hope
get
someone
that
tries me.
anywhere.
Yeah, you can get her. Yeah, right, kid. You're gonna realize later in life that you messed up because you're talking to me. and I'm
You're
gonna
just a
pick 'em up
sad
and
old
keep
man.
You have a child.
Yeah, no,
Literally.
that's why I'm dealing with this now, so I can learn what not to do with my own kid.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm a
get
sad
out of
old
the
man.
system.
At least I'm not a kid with nothing better to do. I gotta save the world, and I'm gonna keep on walking with my boxes.
Oh my God, do not encourage this 6-year-old to go to jail.
Trash talk a 10-year-old.
Yeah, I'm trash
Literally.
talking 10-year-old.
Yeah.
He's gonna
know
be.
me?
He's gonna end
Of
up being
course I
a
will.
BBEG just
Oh, yeah,
because of this.
100%.
He's gonna
Parallax
build
is
the
gonna
He's like got a
recruit this
lollipop. You just
Smacks you
Yeah,
upside the
right.
face with
Oh,
it.
God.
20
It is
damage.
Slippery.
Parallax.
Yikes.
whatever. Later, loser.
Later, loser. I'm just gonna keep on walking back to the
I want a
house.
lollipop now.
Me too.
You head on back to the house.
Mm-hmm.
No, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
I
And
swear
back
if
to
he
house.
just
That was nice.
stole
That
a
was
diamond.
That was a
You had-
roll to make sure that he didn't notice Parallax transform back into himself before he walked.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
You head
level-
back to your house.
levels
You
to
head back to your
disintegrate.
house.
Just,
You have everything, and you divvy it up. To
Does he
however
have
you're going
everything
to.
though?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh no, I was gonna do an inventory check.
However, while you are there, did you wear your armor out, or did you wear
I would have wore like the full kit,
the full thing?
the full thing.
Okay. There's a lollipop stuck to your ass.
I like it. I like
I'm
it.
gonna pull it out,
It's like
totem! Free
and I'm just gonna put it in a vase.
okay.
His son is gonna be so screwed.
Anyways,
Which one? One or two?
Yeah, we'll go back to Rockster, Hector, and Rona. What do you guys do for the first beginning of your day?
Like just have a day to just us. You know, we haven't actually. Well, here, I'll RP it.
Yes.
Oh,
Go to war right now.
well, it's been a while since we've really, hung out or anything. If we just make today a bad day, just you and me.
I'm pretty sure the world would end.
For a day. Still have another 5 days before we have to meet with the Emperor. Converad isn't currently burning. Zerkaz isn't going anywhere. And the castle hasn't been shouting murder yet, so I'm pretty sure Circius is fine. And Eldon would have bloody screams over the radio if Parallax got him, so I think they can live without us for just a day.
Well, if they can't, then I'm blaming you.
I accept their condition.
Okay. Then yes, I would love to.
Perfect. I'll open the door and then I'll just look for any kind of servant.
Yeah, sure. Someone could be walking by at that time.
Hail there. 1 second.
Yes, sir. Can I help you?
I'm going to need food and drink brought to this room throughout the day.
And you are?
Hector
Shit.
Stoneborn.
Oh, you're
King of Ironcrest.
King of Alvaron. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking H.O.P.L.I.T.E, but yes.
And H.O.P.L.I.T.E. known as Gideon Longlight, also
He's that too.
captain of the Hoplites.
I
Right.
have a lot of names.
Let me
Captain my ass.
Yes.
You have
I
no
will
idea how many names I have.
What would you like, Mr. Gideon Stoneborn?
What?
Hector Law Light.
That hurts my head. I don't like that.
That's weird. As far as drinks, plenty of water. I need mead for me. What would you like?
Something dark and strong.
Something dark and strong. And then meat and potatoes and that fish if you have any left.
Right, we have some rare mead from the actual the late Jackie Aaron. Still part of her latest stock that she had before her ill-timed fate. But that is the best we have. So I shall bring you some of that. And dark, something dark. Does it matter, or did you have a preference, ma'am?
Bring a selection.
Yeah, a selection.
I shall bring a cart.
Because it's too much to carry.
What else?
All right. Think that'll do it? What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's great.
Right. Okay. I'll be back, Gideon Stoneborn. He walks away.
I don't like that.
The two of you go back in, and before too much time has passed, he comes to you with a cart of booze. Top shelf on the cart is all the mead. An Aaron mead. Something that was the price of this has gone up because the woman who had all the secrets for it and knew how to make it the way it was so specially made
Somehow died. Weird.
is gone.
Really weird how that happened. It's a total mystery.
And her sister, the only one who could have inherited it, also.
Crazy how that happened. We'll never know. I guess it's lost
At
to
the
the
same
winds of
time.
history. No, not the same time. A couple months later, lost to the winds of
It's a
history.
sad world we live in.
It really is.
Horrible coincidences.
What was that look for?
I'll find out about it in a couple of episodes.
Oh yeah, you will.
Aaron's Bite. It is the specialty mead of the late and not so great Jackie Aaron. But, yeah. The bottom shelf. Any type of dark liquor you could imagine. Why are you looking at me like that?
I thought you were gonna keep
Can
going.
imagine a
Sorry.
lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a big bottom shelf.
No, it's like it's top shelf quality of a couple of different types
See.
of liquor.
Oh.
Not like
I
It's
thought you were
literally
talking
on the
about
bottom
top
yeah,
shelf.
it's the
Not
bottom shelf.
figuratively
No,
on the
no,
bottom
it's the
shelf.
bottom shelf of the cart.
Oh,
Got it.
But he
I was
brings you the
thinking like they
cart
gave it the cheap ship.
and he.
Great mead, bad liquor.
thank you for helping.
But
Nothing.
while he's in there, you do see a bottle of Keg Belly mead on the top. And as you look at it, you grab it, and you're like, "Oh, you guys have this." The servant says, "You might not like that. It's not as good as Aaron's Bite. There's Rabbit's Foot by Troven. That's really good. Good mead. And then there's Eckert's Finest. You know who Quincy Eckert is?
No.
Well, he kind of took over the mead business in Marfell, but anyways. And then there's Blue Ice by Kaelnor. All of these, I put that there just kind of as a courtesy thing to get. You're from Alvaron, aren't you?
Isn't that obvious?
I'm. He pushes the cart into the room. If you need anything, just I'll be
John
around.
will get it for you.
He just closes the door on himself.
Oh. Not
You
that
really, really know how to make someone very uncomfortable. And you didn't even say anything. It's hilarious.
It's the regal talent. You'll learn it.
So
Sometime.
the two of you spend time together. Have a day off. Don't worry about anything.
Really weird.
I need you both to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Can't even
Oh,
enjoy
here
a
goes
day
the-
from invasion out here.
+6, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Do it. Do it.
Okay.
27.
32.
Nice. Okay. Eldon. I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
15. Does that qualify as a fail?
I cannot tell you.
For Indomitable.
Cool. Can't use the class feature. 15.
You can. I will let you choose if you feel like it's a fail and you want to try again. Because I cannot tell you this one, I will let you choose the highest. I'll let you just if you want to spend an Indomitable, I'll give you an advantage on this.
It's just a fighter feature. I can re-roll it when I fail.
Yeah, I will.
But it's a crap luck.
For
I have to use
this
Oh,
Yeah.
instance,
I'll use
just advantage if you want it.
it. I'll use it.
Okay.
21.
Okay. Circius. Wisdom saving throw.
I saw it coming, so I already rolled, and it was a nat 20 for a 23.
Very nice.
Best you can possibly do.
sense.
I would like to do the same thing I did earlier.
Yeah.
Divide or division?
I would like to try
Let you only do
but
that
I'm-
like once a week. Oh no, you can do it like once a day.
If it-
if you
yeah.
win.
If I pass, yeah. If it succeeds, I can only use it once a week.
But don't worry, we have a week. We'll be fine.
I say, would I know that I've been scryed upon with that 23?
Only if
You would not. I gave
Okay.
I gave Rona a little bit of a hint because she had a 39.
Would I know this
Okay.
time? I
No.
guess is a good. So would I reasonably look right now? No, I would not.
You'd be too
Never
busy.
mind. I would be busy.
You succeeded so hard you didn't even notice. It was just like it was like thoomph, and just pings right off into the void.
Yeah.
It's probably what hit
They see
Circius and
what's
me.
going on. They got a whole lot of Hector ass.
Whole
So-
lot.
Eclipse.
is there no fish?
You eat breakfast.
There's no fish.
There's no fish.
Dang.
Is there hot water?
How's a port town that have fish every meal?
There are multiple ways to prepare a fish and it to be well, thank you. You can
It-
do a smoked rainbow trout. You can do a
And
grilled
she
lemon
also
pepper.
hasn't had fish in a hot while. She's been kind of living on the streets, but it's fine.
You can walk up to one of the cooks there. You ask a little timidly just for some fish.
Do you have some fish?
And then he's like, I mean, we could spend all morning making sausage, but sure, fish.
No.
Fish.
No. It's fine. I'll eat the sausage. The fish was so good last night. It's been a while.
Been a while.
Been a while.
A guard nearby walks up,
Naval City ain't got
give
no
her fish.
I had, at minimum, had one bite of every single thing offered at that table.
That guard walks up. He looks to the cook. Fish. You know who you're talking to, don't you? Cook kind of looks over to you. A tabaxi? Is that what they're called? He says,
This is my face.
"Did you see?"
And my tail's a little fluffy.
Oh, speak of the devil. He points out the window of this great hall, the dining hall, and you see Mr. Warstaff walking down, followed briskly behind by Circius and his brother trying to catch up to someone who they
Trailing
kind of lost track of.
ducklings.
And The cook looks out. Is that? And the guard says, yes. And you're looking at the one that brought him back.
I kind of just do wave.
He looks back. Particular type of fish? Or do you just want a lot of it?
My eyes get so big when he asks that question.
Understood. Okay.
And my tail's like flipping.
He runs into the kitchen and you wait. Not incredibly long. They kind of bump you to the top of the list right now. And a platter of fish is brought out for you.
I'm the happiest cat in the
Cooked
world.
in a couple different ways. And yeah, sauces, because this is pretty much this kingdom is one big island. So they have a lot of seafood here and a lot of sauces that go well with a lot of seafood. So you get to try out a couple of things. And you even find a crab.
I
in
am
this place
so
as well.
happy.
And yeah, so
She
you're
just,
just having a blast right now.
she's excited.
As you're eating, you kind of go off to one end of the table where it's a little bit clear enough on the table to be able to place your platter, put it down, you eat, you look across, and the place is kind of starting to dwindle in population as people are moving on with their day. You're entering kind of later in close to afternoon time, but there is a window, or not a window, sorry, a mirror in here across on the far wall, kind of on the inside of the castle, on closer inward, opposite of the window wall. And as you're eating, you look up, and just for a moment, you see someone standing behind you. Completely void of any features. Dark and shadowy. No facial features, no eyes. And it's bright in this room. At first, it scares you. You kind of immediately turn around, and no one is there. But you feel that feeling again. It's different.
Okay.
It's not directed to anyone, but you can feel the presence. The one that is with you. The one that has gifted you
Okay.
these abilities. What you pulled off yesterday, this being has grown in strength. And this is the first time a manifestation has occurred. After you seeing it and you getting this feeling after, you know what it was. And as off-putting as it could be, it does comfort you a little bit, knowing that you're doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
So is the feeling of the presence stronger now?
Yes.
Okay. But still no name.
Still no name. Okay. So, Circius, you're on a boat. You are sailing
On a
you are
boat.
sailing with your father and your brother, and Drydell has taken the helm of this ship, and he is just like full speed ahead. And he's doing a lot of things that you probably shouldn't do on the water. Just like a lot of really hard turns. He's just enjoying the boat rocking back and forth. And he kind of shouts out to you guys through the wind. It's like, have you ever been in a storm? Like, I mean a really, really bad storm while on a boat.
Oh my God.
When the wave, if you don't hit the wave the right way, you feel this, and he turns it really hard. And then like, as the ship kind of turns, it just like starts to rock, but he knows kind of how he's controlling it, and it's close. You feel like you're about to tip over.
You ain't from Collection, you've never done this before.
Everyone on the deck is just like, oh no, holding on.
Do I see that from
No,
out
they're
the
kinda
window?
far away
Oh,
over.
thank God, because I'm like, I just ate this breakfast.
Oh.
I don't want to lose it.
Oh man, it'd be hilarious. You're just eating. You look out the window and you just see
And I
just
go-
A ship
drifting,
just-
drifting Need for
doing
Speed
ship
style,
donuts.
just past
Yeah. I look over and I'm like, gotta go get another diamond.
Tokyo Drift just by the window. Just
So as you are holding on to the side on the railing, Drydell's got it back. He's like, he only needed 50%. He's there. Physically, a little bit slower, but his heart, his mind, he's in it. You haven't seen him so excited just to like be in danger before. But as he's kind of really testing the abilities of this vessel, a vessel that's probably built within the time of him being bedridden. He hasn't even ever been on it, let alone trust it, but it's all part of the thrill, so it would seem. So he as you all rock from that, he says, you want to hit a wave on, like head on. You want to ride over it when it's coming your way. You don't want to be surprised by a rogue wave either, because when you do, and then he turns again, and you all kind of shift, but the opposite way. So you're no longer like holding on, you're being pulled away from it. And as you rock the other way, Circius, roll me it can either be a strength or I'm gonna make it a strength saving throw, actually.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I feel like King Drydell is the one who runs the simulations for the new helmsman.
He's like,
Excuse me. Do you have your sea legs?
Beautiful.
Yeah, I've got my sea legs. Oh, really now?
Do you actually though?
What'd you
It
get?
was a 6.
Oh, I was really
Yikes.
hoping it would be a 1.
So you hold on, and then when he says, like this, you go, no, you just completely let go of the railing, and you slide across the upper deck all the way to the other side, and you clash into the railing on the other side of the ship.
wow, this wood's really well smooth.
Drydell looks back.
Nice wonders.
You need your own war staff. It helps you kind of keep balance. It's like a third leg, your sea leg, if you will. And he continues on forward.
Oh my God.
This man is enjoying so much life.
Circius, you stand up and you try to make it over to your adoptive father before the next rogue wave comes. And you remember, it might be kind of a good time to use that, the Blight of the Deep. Blight of the Deep. That could be a good war staff, if you will.
Okay.
Now, the
Yeah,
question is, did you bring it? Because,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh.
You did dress for the occasion.
And this is when Circius finds out he too can summon his weapon to his hand.
No.
Oh.
But as you kind of stand there like, oh man. Here comes another one, a rogue wave. And he turns it.
Another one.
And as you just try to survive your father having the time of his life right now, Hector and Rona, you continue throughout the day. Is there anything specific that you wish to talk about? Think about that, and I'll go to John first because that's the
Good
order of
idea.
things. Eldon,
After
after putting the lollipop in a vase
Yeah.
for some reason.
trophy, first hater. I'll put all the contents in the bag of holding that I picked up earlier today. I'm just gonna take Bessie out on a date.
Okay,
Aw.
what kind of date?
Whatever she wants.
Get a
Leave
babysitter.
Ikarian with Ursu, my dad. Have him babysit. Get time with his grandbaby. Grandbaby number 2.
All right, he will gladly do that. And as he gets the baby and you're about to go out for that date later on, he's holding the baby. He says, "Did I watch you pull a lollipop off of your ass earlier?"
Yes. Yes, you did. I got a hater. First H.O.P.L.I.T.E hater out here. 10-year-old kid, he was not happy.
10-year-old kid.
10-year-old kid.
He was not
I don't know.
having it.
He was human. He was young, I guess. He could have been 30 for all I knew.
Gnome. Adult.
Plot twist. Gnome undercover
Can't wait to
cop.
read about it in the paper. 30-year-old looking boy.
I don't listen.
A cereal
Everyone-
lollipop sticker
I
ass.
don't know. It seems pretty funny. So
Right.
Wally, listen, he's a serial lollipopper. All right,
Well,
you gotta watch
are
out.
a mature and
Cereal
level-headed adult. I hope you enjoy your date. with
Listen, man,
your-
saving the world, I gotta have a sense of humor about things that normally shouldn't.
Bessie kind of walks out, ready for this date. Are you done?
Is Bessie dressed up to the nines? Is she
Yeah.
casual? Oh, if she's dressed to the nines, I'd be wearing a suit. I'd be wearing
Why are you
my
making this poor
my
mama?
Vimilar suit. So it's the greens with the dark blues in it, the light dress shoes, tie done up, and
I'm gonna eat a lot tonight.
that's all right.
Just so you know.
Stretchy middle.
That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Later, I'll worry about getting back to the way I was. But for right now,
Right now, we gotta enjoy it.
Oh, looks to your dad. You've got him? And looks back. Yes, I've got him. And interrogate him more about that lollipop, because that's just a weird story. And she looks over. You kept it?
Yeah, it's my first hater. He didn't believe I was a H.O.P.L.I.T.E, so of course I'd keep the trophy.
I'm married to a child.
Right.
It wasn't by choice.
Let's go. Let's go. She walks out with you. You guys go to a what type of food are you looking for?
Whatever she wants. She says she's gonna eat a lot, but we're dressed to the nines, so maybe like a fine dining establishment with a lot of courses that kind of come through.
You guys go have fondue essentially. And
We're going to the melting pot.
you have spent at this particular establishment, you have spent 80 gold
Okay.
because she ordered like a lot.
Hey man, that's perfect.
Good.
And it's not all eaten.
Good.
She just wanted to try a lot.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
hey,
yeah, yeah.
that's
Go for
perfectly
it.
fine.
You look at him. He's slowly putting things into a doggy bag.
So
Oh, no, it's just being dropped into the bag.
for
At
it.
the end, this is for later.
at the end of this day, she's just like, "Can we get a to-go box for 5?"
Oh,
For 5.
excuse me, ma'am. We need a couple 5 to-go boxes, please.
We lost that. So.
I didn't do it.
Do you still have it?
Yeah.
It's
Let's
one
put
of
ours back in the thing and take it out. 'Cause they're more important. They can't lose it.
Because
It's gone forever.
it's gone forever.
Wait.
I feel like this lollipop kid is gonna be
This
Elbon Smedley, and I'm just like, oh my god.
refuse to have a Smedley
Yeah, that's so
Smedleys.
I refuse to have a
Maggie,
I
when he said
adore
it
him.
wasn't by
I hate
choice,
Smedley.
it's more like she
As
married
a
for
cook,
the money
I hate
and he
this
knocked
man.
her up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a choice to me.
No.
Yeah, that was one of those like,
Not
oops,
working.
we gotta get married.
Secondary.
Oh, that's right.
All right, I gotta reset it.
Boom.
Oops, I did
Sorry.
it again.
You spend 80 gold at this establishment. So disillusioned with reality, be like, oh, I guess that's a lot.
I know, right?
So guys,
You're like, I just dropped 11.5 grand.
Oh no, she dropped 11.5 grand.
Ah, it's whatever.
Your country
Guys,
dropped.
All right.
My country doesn't get that money. Whatever.
It's 11.5 grand. They don't need.
What were you saying, Tyler?
Oh, I was gonna say, while you were talking to John, Hector, and Cassie, like during those sections, I checked out my PC's cooling because I was like, why is it so hot in here? None of my fans were running at all. A software
Oh.
update took out all of my fans.
Like,
Man, it's getting
that's
really,
crazy.
really warm in here.
That's
I
a,
would
the melted.
cry.
thing.
It's also super quiet for some reason. That's not normal.
Luckily, I'm not running anything heavy, so it's fine. It never got overheated, but it was like about
That's so
140
crazy.
degrees total. And so I had to
That's-
cool it back down. Now it's around 97.
That is warm.
All right. Anyways, don't burn that up. So you leave. Oh yeah, you already ate. You did the thing. Your date's good. You had a good night.
Any shopping you want to do? while we're out? I know.
I love late night shopping.
Let's definitely go then.
She goes out and takes to kind of guides you to a couple different places for dresses, but she ends up buying a lot of kind of stuff for the baby more than anything else.
There it is.
Make her buy things for herself.
First of
too.
all, I'm paying for it, so.
So and she'll run that tab up.
Oh, hey, that's work. That's fine.
So yeah, you and Bessie have a really nice day. Rona, Hector, anything important to go over, or are we just chillaxing? What are we doing?
So, Rona's like laying like the wrong way on the bed, like her head on his like knee. She is like, we haven't really talked about New Ironcrest like at all. Is it like good?
I'd like to take you there, actually. Maybe tomorrow, after our us day. Need to introduce you to some of my friends, my family.
Well, that's sweet. Okay, that sounds good.
Date. By the way, I never mentioned. I've never really, I guess I came across as a prude, but the reason I never drank is actually a fun story.
Please tell.
So, I'd say it's a fun story, but I grew up trained in our military as a stonekeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Stonekeepers had a rule to it: if you're on patrol, you never drink, only water, just in case, because kobolds, goblins, the cult popping out of bars and trying to stab you while you're sleeping. There's a lot of things that can go wrong.
Wow.
That's a whole other story. But so one of the things I did to cope was I told myself that this was just a really long stonekeeper patrol. I would travel south, go to Radesh, patrol Kavrat, see if it was dangerous, come back, finish my mission. So I told myself that I had to be sober, afford to drink. Now, mission complete. Did my rounds.
I'm glad you told me.
My
It's
favorite.
good to have a reason, I
Sorry.
guess.
Yeah, it's the hard year. Getting better. My favorite is actually a meadery in the southwest of Averon. It's Honeybeard. Honeybeard's meadery. That was always my favorite. Keg Belly's a close second. Still, it's just nice to have something that tastes like home.
Yeah. I mean, I probably made up for it between the two of us anyway, so it's not like you missed much.
Missed it a little.
It is nice once you have it under control, of course.
Yeah, and always works best with mountains.
Yeah.
All right. Guys, just enjoy the day. At some point, Hector, you get a knock on the door, and that timid voice comes through. Did you try the blue ice? I'm sure that if you try it, then you might like it. It's very different than the other northern stuff. Just give it a try. Bye. Sleeves.
Check for poison.
We should.
You two laugh at that one and keep on enjoying each other's company. Eclipse,
Yes.
you feel pretty full.
Oh, I have finished every single morsel.
Yeah.
I am a fat, happy cat. And now I need to go work it off. Well, first of all, I like clean my dishes up and like stack them so they're nice. And I take it over to like one of the attendants and I'm like, this is amazing. Thank you. And I bow and then I go and I find like a soldier, I guess. And I ask them where their nearest training grounds facility is.
What type of training are you looking for?
Swords, dummies, preferably dummies. I don't want to hurt anyone.
No, we have some stuff over at our place. Yeah, I'm about to head there now. I'll take you.
I'm like patting my tummy and walking.
You watch another guard come up, relieve him of whatever duty, and he takes you.
Okay.
Essentially takes you to kind of like the guard's barracks, and there's an outdoor little area that there are kind of these straw dummies that are put up, designed purely to just
Hack at.
practice. So
Okay.
you train for a little bit and just, build up a little bit of a sweat. But you go on to find whatever clerics you can, and there was a temple. You did see a temple, and you meant to head there before but you had to stick to your mission. And now that's complete, you're gonna go check that temple out.
I get to be a tourist.
So you go to check out this temple,
Not
and
tourist.
while you are approaching, you feel a strong urge to not.
Ah, shit.
The feeling comes back, and now feels like you had a tingling in the back of your head, like you're doing something wrong.
I like if there's someone around me, I stop them and ask them who the temple belongs to.
Umberly of the ocean.
That's interesting. Thank you.
Well, I can tell you're
Not from around here, yeah. Thank
good,
you.
Good day. He heads into there. He was maybe training to be a cleric or something. But you take one more step towards it, and that feeling kind of grows.
But it is a cleric temple.
That's what it seems to be.
Oh, that's interesting. I kind of shot most of my plans. Yeah, dang.
Shot yourself in the foot.
Apparently, do I see any other?
Other temples?
Yeah.
There won't be one for a while. This is the only one kind of in the immediate area, at least for the clergy.
Any hospitals?
Yeah, there would be a place for your skills to be put to use. But as you turn
hush.
to walk away, a gentleman crosses into your view, walking into the temple.
Does he have a face?
Yeah. yes.
Okay, good.
Just such an odd question to ask.
No, sorry. When she said that, the
something
first
you
thought
gotta
I
know.
had was the shark tooth cultist. That was my first thought. I was like, if Alex responds with that, please
He
no.
walks past you, just gives you a nod, and you get the feeling.
Oh.
Yep.
He doesn't have scars on his face, does he? Okay. And I just sigh.
What?
And I turn on my heel and I ask him a question.
He gets about 15, 20 feet away from you. You call out to him. He turns. Can I help you?
Good sir, that's the temple of the of who
Umberly?
again? Yeah, sorry, I'm visiting. I've never been here before.
Umberly, yes.
Yeah.
You are welcome inside if you wish to.
I would love to. Do you mind showing me around?
Sure.
I'm just gonna have to ignore the other feeling. If I puke,
As you start to walk
gonna
that
be
way, the first feeling is overtaken by the second feeling.
and I'm
So,
just
you're doing
mission.
all right.
Mission.
But you're heading. You follow after him, and he kind of shows you around.
Mm-hmm.
As you walk in, it is set up almost like it is cylindrical. The building is, and as you walk in, the walls curve off on both sides, and just kind of forms almost like a giant coliseum, almost very open. And as you kind of walk through into the main kind of courtyard, the far side facing the ocean is open, and it's very, very inviting to the coastal breeze. But you walk in, and this guy's giving you kind of a rundown. He talks about how this is the main place where classes are taught. Over there is where our newest clergy members stay when they are training. It's a 6-month process in the beginning, and if they pass the test, they go on to be clerics of Umberly, and they traverse the world and search for. What we try to do is stay mostly with naval officers on any type of naval vessel. We equip ourselves well with any type of shipwright. We have some people that learn how to actually sail these ships, to helm them. Are you interested in becoming part of the clergy?
I would, but I don't do so well with water.
Well, I
I
don't
kind
know what
of
to tell you.
get away down. Lots of fur. I just wanted to see if I could potentially find a place to pray and learn from other clergy.
Do you want? Well, no offense to you at all when we say this, but we would like to reserve our clergy members for those that are willing to join.
Oh, no. I just meant like learn about their different practices and how they do things aboard different vessels. My time on a ship has been very, very brief.
We do have a small library. It's not big, but there is a lot of information in there. It is reserved for our students. However, for a small fee of 50 gold, you could gain access to it for, say, a day.
Okay. Well, any knowledge is appreciated and very helpful. What was your name, sir?
Why? If you don't mind me asking. You seem oddly interested in everything that we have going on here.
Well, if I get lost, I kind of need to know people's names. I've never been in this city before.
I see. Apologies. My name is Vale. VALLE. Seems a little genuinely sorry for bringing that up. He seems. He feels a little bad about maybe making you feel lost and alone. And come with me. 50 gold though for the.
I give him 50 gold.
Thank you. And
I watch him pocket it, and I'm like,
yeah,
just kidding.
He takes you to the library. It's not big, but it has a couple of rows. No one else is in here at the moment. There's a couple of desks kind of facing the ocean, mainly for study. Mm-hmm. All of it vacant right now. As he walks in, there is no echo as the room's very open. Opens out into the kind of like the daylight, mm-hmm. And he takes you in there. Kind of shows you around. Oh, books of A lot of stuff, really. A lot of it ocean, related oceanography, and talks about some of the threats you might face on the waters. The things between here and Ilimsara, even monsters south of Radesh. Some of our students have even made it as far as beyond Kavarat. Didn't make it too far, though. It's during wartime, didn't want to get in trouble. Would you be fine here?
Oh, very much so.
All right.
Thank you. I am so sorry if I kept you from.
Oh, it's okay. I have things I need to do, but good luck.
Thank you. While we're talking, can I see if I can get a detailed description? Look at him.
Yeah. Go ahead. Actually, do a perception check.
This one has a bubble in the middle of it. 19. That
19.
is a high modifier because that was a
boy.
shit roll.
God.
That was bad.
So you you get a good look at him. He's got at first it would appear to be a shaved head, but closer inspection he is balding. So he cut it short just to go ahead and beat it to the punch. He has very deep chocolate eyes, but the more you look at him, they kind of come across as slightly green.
So deep emerald.
Yeah,
Ish.
very.
Okay.
Almost hazel. But as you're looking at him, he's got his crooked nose, a couple of blemishes on the face, but the seeming human appears to be maybe just under 60 years old. With a 19, as he walks away, you do hear your 50 gold jingle in his under his robes,
Figured.
and he. That's pretty much what he looks like. You see a lot of the other clergy here as you kind of walk through this temple. Not a lot of them have the close shaved heads. A lot of them have at least short hair or the long locks, and some have them dreaded because of the where they're going to be often out in the ocean. And anything else you want to do before he walks out of the room?
Ooh, that's writing. I call out one more time. I was like, are you a teacher here by any chance?
I was.
Words. You were? Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
He leaves. You're in a small library, about 3 rows of shelves. That's it.
Is there a history section?
There is a history section.
Would there potentially be history on the faculty?
Roll me a investigation check.
Oof. Okay, you better roll well.
So, oof.
21.
Wow.
I went from a 9 to a 19.
It's a great roll. But this
No, needed a nat
library,
20.
You look through the library, there doesn't even seem to be a book about the staff or the faculty. This all seems to be about learning about the world, the events, the monsters that are within it, some of the races, all the port cities that have been recorded throughout time, and yeah, nothing about this faculty. So as you ponder on what to do next,
Real quick, is there a map of the temple, like blueprints?
I'll say with you'd say 21 investigation, you can find
I'm gonna
blueprints
pour
of it.
over those.
Okay. You start to go from Circius. You are out
Am I
for
still
Yeah, you were out for about 5 hours on the water.
Watch out, rogue wave! Watch out, rogue wave!
And
And there's
Drydell,
nothing. It's just a crystal clear.
Oh yeah.
Drydell is
Literally just
on
messing
his
with
way
people.
back, facing down Kalesh.
Hey man, you want to fly the brakes? You coming in a little hot?
The wind hits your back. He says, "Open up all the sails. Open up all the sails."
No.
You watch a couple people go, "Oh, my lord, we are very close to the docks." He says, "I know."
Oh,
I know.
Apparently
So-
working.
fun fact, these are my docs. So
Fun fact, I'm your king. I'll execute you for treason in this bitch.
I
Open the
don't
way.
I want you to be king now.
We're both just holding onto the rail as it begins to gain speed. Circius, I think I'm actually scared.
I have to.
My father is a brave man, but how can we stop him?
Oh, back in my day, you should have been here, Circius. Oh, if you would have seen how we had to dock back in the war, you would have soiled your pants. Get the oars down, start paddling. He's watched a couple of guys like,
backwards.
you mean paddle towards? Yes.
Increase speed.
They go
Maximum
down. Just
open.
trust me. Why is everyone so scared? What happened after the war ended, huh?
If only you knew.
He
I like to imagine he's like, what is this newfangled shit? And Cersei's like,
No.
I have had so many bad boat experiences. Can we have a gentle one for once?
Abriel is the name of the capital. I keep forgetting. Abriel. Abreil. That is the name of the capital of Kalesh. So, as you are heading towards the Abriel port, you're like only a couple thousand feet away at this point. He has got all sails down. He's got rowers rowing. He shouts out on his command for the rowers to put their oars only on the left side. Just put it into the water to help
This man's drifting.
break the ship. He's got men on standby to start hoisting sails, but the main mast is set to shift its angle. And when he gets closer to the dock, he says, "Hey, Circius!" Rogue wave. And he starts to... He turns, he calls out, Rogue Wave is his code name. He calls out, the rowers put their paddles in. You feel the ship almost turn on a dime as he also rotates the mast simultaneously, and the ship just kind of almost turns 90 degrees. And you watch it drift over to the side dock, and all the workers on the dock get rogue waved.
Rogue wave!
And
Those poor people.
as it splashes,
Splash zone.
you quickly collect yourself. You run over to look on the dock side to make sure everyone's safe. And he's about this far away.
Ah, expertly done.
Circius, pitch this movie to the next movie director you find, please.
He grabs the staff and starts to clank it as he's walking down the steps back to home. And he's like, "Oh, now I'm hungry. Let's eat."
Should have some fish.
And as you are walking back in, Circius, you see Cato just outside, kind of up the docks a little ways as you're walking back with your father. Did you have fun, Circius?
Honestly, I was scared for my life. Listen, I'll be around. How about after food? Would you like to join us?
Have time with your father. I'm sure he'll probably rest very hard tonight. he points out kind of to the beyond where the dining hall was, where the windowed wall was. Outside of that and below a little bit are these kind of like outdoor gazebo-like areas. They have a constant light kind of on them, torchlight to illuminate the area. And it's nice to sit there and, you know, listen to the waves crash. But he gestures down there. When you're done, meet me out here. We'll talk.
All right. See you then.
Bring a bottle of something. Your choice.
I'll bring the good stuff.
He gives you a nod, goes to sit down there. And Eldon, go ahead and subtract 600 gold.
Sick.
That's how much she bought.
Hey, man.
Took her out.
Did she at least get something for herself?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
not just baby things.
This woman knows how to self-care better than everybody else here.
Yeah, this woman is like the queen of taking care of herself because we do not do that at all. We're like, gotta save the world. Save the world. All right, we gotta save it again. I saves again. All right, now we gotta fight Godzilla. Fight
Can it just stay saved?
Day off right now.
We are.
So-
Right now we are.
Everyone's finally catching up to my week off.
With that, you head home, and your day's pretty much over. You sit back with them, and you just kind of enjoy time at home. You're sitting down kind of in the den area. Your father, Bessie, and baby boy are all down there. Just enjoying the moment, talking about stories of, you know, stuff that has happened with you. Bessie's talking about stories when she was growing up and the time that she was mining with all the voyages to Uthal. And briefly mentioned the Vatul again and how scary they were. But your father kind of mentions not just stories of his past, but he does mention the Mare Deep Forest at one point in the city of Solar. You know, we came from there. I'm sure. I know we've talked about it already. But we came from there, Eldon. The ancient city of Solar. The Druid of Cancor supposedly died there. Big tree, supposed to be him, really. Those our people. They came from Ilimsara a long time ago, and they looked for the one place that wasn't going to be inhabited by mass civilization, and they found the forest. My father never talked about it. He was always very cold-shouldered to me about it. I mean, hell. I'm just kind of now realizing how much of my father I took after. Sorry about that. But there was a story a long time ago he would tell me, though. He told me about how stupid they were. The city of Solar. There were 3 Moonblade wielders. And he would talk about how the blades almost have a mind of their own.
Yeah.
I've never really used it. I had it, but I never really used it. He kind of gestures to where it would be on your hip. Does it feel like it has a mind of its own?
I mean, sometimes, I guess. I haven't really experienced any sovereign thought with it or connection with it beyond when I picked it up the first time and the rune burned in. I mean, it glows, seems to have a will of its own, but I've yet to really experience an issue with it.
Anyways, that's enough for me. Eldon, have a good night. Daughter-in-law? And he walks off to bed. Eldon, you stay up with Bessie. Two of you go to bed. Been a long day, especially for her. First day really out since
All that.
since the baby. So, Hector and Rona, anything besides just having the day to yourself?
I think about talking anything important. Just
Intentionally staying away from important things.
Yeah, intentionally staying away from important things. Got it.
Someone knocks on the door. Go away!
All you hear in the bracelet is,
What
"Hey,
about
guys."
the rabbit's foot? It's also very good. So you're studying these studying these blueprints. To what end?
I am trying to figure out the entrances and the exits, straight up assassin style.
Yeah.
Because I have a job to fulfill. And if I don't do it, it's going to nag me. But I also want to see if there's like a faculty section or like where their portraits would be put up, kind of a deal, or like information on them, like faculty directory style.
As you are looking for it, you roll me a perception check for me.
22.
What was it?
22.
22. As you're walking by, did you say you're staying in the library or leaving?
No, I'm in the library.
Okay.
I'm just like committing the blueprints to memory. I've got like other history books about like the area, just so it doesn't look too suspicious.
You walk by kind of the entrance real quick as you're looking at the shelving units that are over there, and you hear two members of the clergy walk by, and they just your ears pick up just barely them talking about someone died recently. Someone died.
I didn't do it.
His body was found
Oh.
at the base of the temple, kind of down by some jagged rocks. Seemingly either fell, hit his head to where he drowned. So,
Or yeeted him over the edge instead.
you hear that. And
How's that urge feel?
still there.
But not like violently like,
Psycho style.
yeah.
It's still strong.
Okay. But it's not any stronger.
This guy's not as important as the king was.
Yeah, I
The
guess
king was a
not.
massive right.
Yeah.
A massive wrong to right.
Okay.
This one is very much more the cherry on top. So, what do you do?
I need to check that place out. But also, I want to see if I can learn anything else about it.
All right. You take the blueprints with you, stash them just briefly.
Oh, yeah.
You head out and kind of head down to where these clergy seem to be talking about. You leave the temple, you walk out down closer to the jagged rocks towards the beach, and sure enough, you do find there are some rocks that would be pretty bad if you took a tumble on. Roll me an investigation check.
You go from something that I have great mods in to something that I don't. Oh, that's funny. 21.
21.
Hey.
You're looking at these rocks as you get a little bit closer, and then you look up. From where you look up, you believe that courtyard that opened up to the ocean, maybe that far side facing the ocean actually overhangs a bit, because that's what it looks like. Right above you is probably the edge of that courtyard. Beautiful view from up there, but deadly. You look back down after examining the rocks. There is no body, obviously. It's already been taken care of and removed. But you surprisingly don't see anything there's nothing else here that could kind of point to possible murder. But
Is there blood on the rocks?
this, you're not sure when this happened.
Oh, okay.
So it's not there now.
Okay.
But you're not sure if this was like recent this week or a couple weeks ago or who knows. So
I want to like skedaddle back up
okay.
and like look into the courtyard.
You look in.
And well, I also want to see where that group of people were talking. And I want to,
Try to find them.
yeah.
You look around. This place isn't like littered with clergy members. There's maybe 60 people here. You look around. It's not super hard to find. You do find the two. They're kind of sitting near the edge, actually, of that courtyard, still talking about this guy that was murdered. You watch one of them kind of point down, the other one looks. You wish to talk to them or eavesdrop?
I want to kind of eavesdrop. Got a personal book, not a library book,
Mm-hmm.
that I'm kind of reading.
All right. You're going to get close. Roll me a perception check.
13.
All right.
I got a 3.
Oh, I was like,
So-
whoa.
You get closer. You hear, I don't know. It only happened like 4 days ago. Maybe he, I don't know. You heard rumor that he's a drunk, though, hadn't you? I mean, maybe, but I feel like he wouldn't be drunk here and alone and playing near the edge of this. I don't know. It just doesn't add up to me. Oh, well. So anyways, back to our studies. But these two start to drop the topic. They still sit near the edge. You then kind of get a little bit closer to look over, just kind of from a different angle. Yeah, sure enough, those jagged rocks that you visited are pretty much dead below. About 300-foot drop.
Ouch. Is there any like signs of struggle that haven't been completely swept away yet?
From what you're looking at in the courtyard, nothing. So, come back to you in a moment. You're done. Circius.
No, yeah.
You enjoy a hearty feast with your dad and your brother. Do you head out to talk to Kato?
Yeah, I do. But before I do, I'm gonna ask whoever's the waitress or maid for a bottle of whiskey, the best one they have, and how much it costs normally.
How much it costs? It's about 100 gold bottle.
I'm gonna give that to her, or him. Is just, I know they probably wouldn't charge me, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna just be a good person.
All right. You give her the money, you head out, and you head down to go meet Cato. And there he is, having a cigar. He has one for you if you would like. You sit down. Do you smoke the cigar?
Yeah, I'll smoke the cigar.
You crack open the bottle. You brought 2 glasses, and the 2 of you drink and smoke cigars. So, tell me about your journey. What was it like?
Suspicious.
Yeah.
I know that there was Killmonger. And you've got to understand I was angry. I
Like
felt
said
as
earlier,
if you were getting off, like there was no real punishment to you, and that always annoyed me. I wanted him to end you. He didn't, and for the longest time I was angry about that, but maybe it needed to happen. Maybe I needed to see you again, I guess. I will say this. When you were in Carverat, or I'm guessing when you were in Carverat, I started to think of maybe the trials that you would go through. Carverat, from what I've heard, it's damn tough to live in. You were over there with your group, yes, but didn't have a bed, a place to live. All the royal glint is gone, overtaken by sands, black sands, if what I'm hearing is right. But you made it back, and you made it back alive, and I could tell that you earned. He just kind of gestures to you. This, you earned this. It was no more showing up to class and being the worst. It was no more trying to impress everyone and ultimately killing 200 some odd people. I do think that you might have a little bit of an ego problem, but I can get past that. I am glad you are back. So, last I heard
Can I
was
roll
Killmonger.
insight on that last part?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to know. I have to know. That's a 15.
It's tough words to say with how long he's held a grudge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like version on 2 years of holding this grudge on you. So to get there was a sense of relief that he kind of showed after the words were said. But yeah.
All right. It's good to be back, but I understand everything you did. I don't blame you one bit.
I heard when Killmonger attempted your life. I heard the ocean swallowed you all up. I guess someone was looking out for you guys.
I had the wrong someone looking out for me. I can't remember. Has Kato been around whenever I did have horns? Did he ever see that?
No.
I don't
Yeah,
think
he only
so.
he saw your
the only time he had
human
the
form.
horns was the entire.
You could have
time
come
we
back
were
as a
gone.
tiefling and be like, yeah, Circius died in Carverat.
No, they picked me up. It was so wild. That literally was the plan for a bit, though.
All right.
Hey guys, I'm new.
I've been through hell and still have to go through it again. I may have avoided punishment, and that I would love to reconcile when all this is over. But
Well, cheers to that, I guess. He lifts up his glass.
Nope.
I can be a handful as well. But all that aside, it's good. This feels weird, though. I won't lie. Feels weird, but oh well. The two of you continue to talk. You. What are you doing?
I walk up to these two now,
Mm-hmm.
and I do they have reading material out?
They do, yes.
Okay, and I go, what are you guys?
Oh,
What are you studying?
You're not in uniform.
I'm new around here. I just want to see if this is something I'd want to do.
Oh, you're like scouting it out.
Yeah,
Oh.
trying to meet the people and maybe the faculty.
Oh, why didn't you say so? We have tours.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't want to, bother anyone, but you two seem nice enough to try and ask. I did run into this one guy. Volley, I think was his name.
When did you run into him?
But just like 20 minutes ago.
They look at each other.
He was at the steps of the building,
Look back to you.
and he took me to the library. And then it kind of just left me.
Volley died 4 days ago.
I have it written right here!
I knew it.
And I just go, was he? Is this? There's no way it's the same person.
No. I highly doubt that.
Was he bald?
No. Volley had hair.
Deep eyes, like green, almost.
No, that
Brown?
doesn't sound like Volley at all.
Okay, thank God. I think this person is just, because that would be weird. That would be really weird.
Wait, so someone's walking around using Volley's name?
Apparently,
So,
I
what's
don't-
the other
well,
one kinda
he
looks
looked-
back? That's so not cool.
he looked like he just shaved his head. Like he was balding, but he shaved his head. And he said that he used to be faculty.
I don't know. We're relatively new. We've only been here for 3 months. We started together. We want to sail, see the world, and doing it this way was the cheapest way. But yeah, I don't know. We don't really know the staff too well, but you could ask around.
Yeah, is there? Do you guys have like a headmaster? I don't know how this works.
I don't know if the I do know that we do have an instructor here today, Razan. If you want to speak to Razan, maybe they can tell you about past instructors. He's been here like 20 years, hasn't he? Yeah.
That would be wonderful because it would just be horrible if someone's pretending to be someone, and I also don't want to be seeing things.
Well, Razan leaves at like 8, so
What time is it right now?
it's like 6.
59.
Okay. And I look at them
10:59.
and I was like, oh. Doop. I look at them and I go, oh, well, I don't want to keep you from your studies, but I'd really like to talk to these people like as soon as possible.
Well, Razan has an office. He's probably in it. If you go, it's kind of library? Do you know where that is?
Yes.
Opposite side of the temple.
Okay. Okay.
That's where you'll find Razan's office. He should be in there now. He's done teaching for the day, so he's just kind of hanging out, ready for questions or anything. It's office hours.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I am
Yeah.
so sorry that I took you away from your studies.
Oh no, you're fine. We were just kind of blown away. He probably died here.
You know, I'm horrified of heights. I'm gonna stay away from that now. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Now that I kind of know how easy it is to fall off, we're gonna study
I'm surprised they
somewhere
don't have like a railing, big railing,
else. You talk
maybe
to-
a safety catch net.
maybe. I mean, yeah.
That might be a good idea.
Maybe we should put that in.
Yeah, and I'm sure you could do it magically if you don't want to ruin the beautiful view.
We're gonna learn some magic. Here we are.
Not that magic.
They're just like they just seem excited to learn magic and sail. Like
And I'm just going, they have no idea what it's like to be a cleric. Okay.
so, you turn and you head back.
Yep.
You head towards Razan's office, I
Yeah.
presume, and you.
Well, I'm assuming that was on the blueprint that I poured over.
The room is there. It doesn't
Yeah.
say Razan's office.
Yeah, but I would have like a general direction.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You head that way, and sure enough, there he is sitting in his office. He has kind of wavy, glossy gray hair that kind of swoops back. He is older,
How do you
human once
spell
again.
his name? How do you spell his name?
Rezhan. Razan. What? You were close, weren't you?
No.
Letter
Not
off.
even a little.
Rizan.
Oh.
No, I did that face because I'm like, it ain't ever simple with you.
You go to Razan's office. He has glossy, swoop back gray hair. It's kind of wavy, not like, slicked back. His eyes kind of a faded blue. He has a little bit of it's kind of a swoop on the end of his nose. It kind of curls up at the end. It seems like a really nice, friendly face. When you come in, he looks up. Oh, I'm sorry. All the tours are done for today. If that is what you are looking for. I'm sorry. Who are you?
See, I was actually directed here because I apparently saw someone that's dead outside. They're not. I saw them walking alive.
I will need a little bit more clarification, if you don't mind.
So, shut up. So I was walking in the city and I saw this beautiful temple and I wanted to come in and learn what it is that you guys do here.
Crib.
Yeah, no, she's attacking my legs. And I wanted to know what it was that you guys do here and like how your clergy works. And so I was walking up the steps and this man, I asked him for his help and he brought me in and he gave me like a small tour and like just told me about this temple and he told me he used to be a teacher here. And then as I was walking out, I heard some students talking about the unfortunate passing of someone. And I told them the name of the person that let me in, and his name was Folly. I'm bad at these.
Vale was a very respected member of our clergy, and he was found dead. Down by the rocks
Yeah, that's what they said.
4 days ago. So whoever you talked to is not Vale, I assure you, and Vale has been on the... has been an instructor here with us for quite some time.
I give a very, very detailed description of this person,
You see him just kind of...
including the fact that he looked like he was balding, so he just shaved the rest of his hair off.
Hassan. He wasn't shaved, when he was here last. Clever. We removed him for stealing from the church. However, I'm sorry, the library is actually off limits. There is no fee to get in. It's only off limits to the clergy. But of course,
I was robbed.
You wouldn't have known that. Yes, you were robbed. Hassan
Yeah.
has a... yes, that is why he was let go. But... no, he was let go quite some time ago. 6 months. But there has been an instance lately where some money was unaccounted for in our fund. 4 days ago. I really hope these two are not connected, but terribly sorry for the money. I wish I could do something about it, but
It's fine. I should have known something was up. I'm new here, so I didn't understand how. Thought it was an offering. Yeah.
well, I'll tell you what.
It's fine.
I'll walk you out. He stands up, starts to walk over to you, and he leads you out of the temple.
The way you were setting that up is like, and he stabs you in the back. On the way
I
out.
was like, and he's limping, and you see a massive gash, like defense wounds on his arm.
He leads you out of the temple. If you do wish to join, however, I will be here tomorrow. So, if that's something you want to do, but
I would like to learn more, but I also would like to potentially help you with your problem because I have seen him recently and I know what he looks like.
no, if it's just crime, he'll get caught eventually. We're not too worried about it, but Vale, if he is responsible for Vale in any way, that is most upsetting.
Yeah.
But I have no evidence, no proof of this. I could report it and see what the guards can do about it. So don't worry about it. It's okay. Thank you, though. Have a good night.
The castle's that way, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good night.
And I give a slight bow and just start going off.
You head over back towards that way.
What? How do you spell that guy's name?
Razan?
Oh, that's an R?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Hassan.
That one.
Oh, Hasaan.
Oh.
Too many sons. Yeah.
So, as you head back to the castle, that feeling growing in the pit of your stomach,
The bad
the
one.
base of your skull. Yeah, it's growing.
I am now very attentive of my surroundings because
All right.
I'm gonna die.
So, Circius, you sit down and enjoy this talk with Cato. Did actually you enjoy it? Eldon, you go to bed with Bessie and your baby. Hector and Rona, first time like ever having a day not to worry about anything.
It's
And-
really disconcerting.
And Eclipse.
Surprise! This is what happens when you take a day off.
As you are walking back,
I am on high
the
alert.
feeling begins to dwindle and you stop. You take a couple steps back and it begins to grow again. You're being led to it.
I sigh,
You pursue.
bow my head, and turn on my heel.
You begin to head that way.
Just recon. That's what I'm repeating to myself in my head.
As you
Just recon.
Stop. Kiri. Just like attacking this table. As you sorry. It's like literally just like anyways. As you begin to follow it, it leads you over to a couple of houses, small stone-made houses, and you see about 200 feet away from you the man that came to you as Vale, Hassan. Still wearing the garb that you wore today when you first met him. He's trying to slink through some of these lower houses, like to remain undetected. The night is on his side, but you have something else to help guide you to him. You follow. And while you are following, if you're scouting, I need you to roll me a stealth check.
18.
18. And I need you to roll me a perception check.
13.
All right. You are following. You're getting closer, but you're staying far back enough. He goes down one alleyway. And you turn to follow. And as you do, it's a long, dark one, but you do see the exit.
Oh,
on the
this
other
is
side.
like a nightmare that I don't like.
Push forward.
That's a great question. I'm assuming there's no one else around.
Nothing you see.
I'm gonna get murdered. Nah. I'm gonna become a snacky snack. Because I feel like she would go forward, but I'm also trying not to metagame.
Follow what your character would do.
Yeah,
All right.
she would very carefully.
You drawing your
Probably
weapons?
blades drawn. Yeah.
You
Where she's
just hear,
smart.
like,
She's done this a lot.
You hear the smallest kind of like shh of your blades as you walk forward, eyes peeled. You make it about halfway through. Looking around, you get the feeling that you're being watched as that feeling inside you grows as well. And then you are stabbed in the back.
Oh!
Not surprised.
About time.
Finally, someone gets stabbed!
Wrong.
That's a 24 to
We've
hit.
been waiting for so long.
Yeah.
Like, it happened.
We're sitting there. Me and Dylan are talking. I'm like, he's like, I swear to God, someone better get stabbed. I was like, God, I hope so.
You are going to take 23 points of piercing damage as he comes up from behind you with a dagger and stabs you. You turn real quick for me. Roll initiative.
Oh, snap.
What'd you get?
17.
A what?
17.
17. You go first. You turn.
And it
It
is.
is Hassan. As he stabs you and you pull back, or as he stabs you and he pulls back, he says, "Oh, no, you're going down. You've been following me all day." And he's gearing up for another attack, but you...
Actually, it's just recently.
Mhm.
I have the same cantrip twice for some reason. That's not supposed to be there.
Deal with it later.
Yeah. Well, the problem is it took up one of my needed cantrip slots.
That's probably because you got one from a feature.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, I take my scimitars. It has been a hot while since I've actually fought weapon-wise. And I'm going to just... So, one's held side and one... It's interesting.
Okay.
But it's going to be a slice and a slice.
Yeah, you got it.
Hopefully.
How many attacks per action do you have?
Probably one.
Is it one?
Yeah.
Okay, so main hand, where you get your bonus damage, and offhand, where you do not get your bonus damage. Or your dual wielding.
Yeah.
Dual wielding
Should-
gets it, no?
Yeah.
Do you
I'm
have
doing-
the
Yeah.
feature
Yeah.
or the feat dual wielder?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you
Okay.
get the bonus.
Good. Yeah, so, yep, go ahead.
That's 28 to hit.
Yeah.
18 plus
Yep, they both will hit.
30.
Oh,
That's
that was a base 18.
one's 30.
Wow. That's
One's 30, the
They
other's
both
18.
hit. As you kind of position your blades before you attack, you watch Hassan's face kind of like, oh, you're stronger than I thought you were.
Oh no, you've done this before.
Um,
Many times.
go ahead and roll a damage.
Get stabbed. Loser.
Can I just roll all of it on?
Sure.
Okay, awesome. Okay. Total of 12 on necrotic damage. 10. 18 total slashing.
Okay, so 28 total damage.
Math, yes.
Wow. All right. So as he stabs you, he pulls back. You turn. He seems real defensive of his actions for some reason. And then you flip one blade in your hand. You go for one slash and then another one to follow up. And as the two cuts cut deep, you watch as your hands begin to kind of blacken. As your scimitars deal their necrotic damage to this unsuspecting Hassan.
Shouldn't have done it, man.
And
I just grin like Cheshire.
as you do that, he seems a little terrified, but he is still up and gets another attack on you. You have a bonus action if you would like to use.
Channel Divinity, Touch of Death.
Wait a minute. Bonus action was
Was my offhand
never
question.
mind.
So,
No bonus action.
my Channel Divinity,
Uh-huh.
when I hit them with a melee attack, I can use it to deal extra necrotic damage to
Yes.
the target.
You can if you would like to use it.
5 plus.
Yeah. So I can technically do a total of, why aren't you closing? 37.
You want to do 37 more damage?
I can.
5 plus twice their cleric level. Yes.
Holy crap. Yeah, that's
16
37 damage.
times 2.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what you want to do?
Yeah. And that uses a Channel of Divinity for one of my short rests.
As you slice, he backs up, just kind of afraid. The cuts aren't even super deep, but they are blackened where they cut the skin. He looks down, looks back up to you. What are you? And you just kind of clench the handles a little bit tighter on your scimitars, and you watch the necrotic energy spread almost just
That was like immediate,
like,
too.
like throughout his body. He seizes and falls down.
And as he does that, I say, "You're Reaper." And
That's where we're going to end the session.
We got a serial killer on our hands.
So with that,
No.
thank you for joining us, Traveler. We hope you enjoy as much as we did. We'll see you next time. Stay safe out there, Traveler, and remember to keep moving forward. Goodbye.